So that's the way it looks after I just remove the spacer, so you can see how clean it is. And that's because we use the tape, the blue tape, to protect it from thin set. So you can see the pencil, how clean, nothing happened. On the top, there is not even shred of evidence of thin set. And what I want to do now is to put the next line of pencil on top of the mosaic here. And what I need to do is actually to prime the area here with a special prime, because it's going to be put on a gypsum, correct? And we're going to use the same approach. And by the way, if you look here, you can see how nice it looks. The pattern actually is continue. You can see the part, the glass here continue with the glass here, so there is no break in the pattern. That's because these and these are one part of mosaic that cut to two. The same thing in this area here. You can see how this glass continue with this glass, and this piece continue with this piece. So this pattern look like continuing all over. So what you can see, what I did here, actually, just this is the exposed area where the pencil will be. Let me show you. Here the pencil is actually 3/4 of an inch, the width of it. It's going to be here. So I really need to prime only this area. Okay. Remember, I have to prime it twice within 2 hours, 3 hours with a deep primer. And then I can actually use this, continue putting this tape to leave them there, just to put a thin set here, and use this tape to protect this area from thin set, and this area from thin set, and this area from thin set. So when you're going to finish, you don't need to clean anything, just remove it. So you can apply thin set on the wall instead of the back of the tin of the what is called, of the pencil. So you can see it's all over. Until here. So what you can see here is the primary tea that consists of 1 part of primary tea and 2 parts water. And this is the primer I'm going to use on the exposed wall here. I need to put at least 2 coats. That's exactly what I did when I installed this part, the mosaic. These are very important for the success of this project. So I'm going to use a brush, as you can see this brush, and just let you know that when you actually mix it together with 2 parts water and 1 part tea primer, you have to mix it very well. Okay, so you first apply the first coat, you wait for it to dry, it's probably like half an hour, and then you apply the second coat, and then you wait for the second coat to dry, and then you can actually install the pencil or the tile, whatever you want to install, on the wall. That's the way you're doing it. It's just like paint. Just make sure that you put enough primer here to cover everything. And I put this kind of tape also here because I want to protect the pencil. This primer is very sticky, and it's difficult to remove it afterwards from the place. You have to use a razor or something. So that will achieve it, but we don't need to clean after it. You can see that it's quite simple to do. Well, it's critical because this is a gypsum and it is also compound, and it's important to prime it before you use any thin set. First coat done. So we have to wait now for at least half an hour to see if it's dry, and then we put another coat. We back after half an hour just to check everything is dry, and look, to me it looks very dry, so I can now use the second coat of the primer on the exposed area, as you can see. So this is the last segment to prime. So we can install the pencil immediately after this kind of primer is dry. But remember, it should not be exposed for more than 24 hours, so you really have to install your pencil within 24 hours. I'm going to start installing the pencil from this corner toward here and toward here. And you're probably wondering what is this grayish piece of concrete does here. So I actually leveled this area. There was a curve here, and it's very important that the wall will be flat and not curved to install pencils. So this is a kind of a concrete that you level the wall with, so just don't be surprised. So what we have to do now is just setting or putting thin set on this area, in this area, and level it with a 1/4 of an inch V-notch, this kind of things, and installing the pencil on the wall. And for the pencil, I'm really using a multiple, what is called a flex, a thin set, which is a rich polymer thin set. What you see, I'm just putting here a thin set. So the most important is to spread first the thin set on the wall. So what I'm doing, I'm actually building the bed line on this area. Obviously I have more thin set that I need, but I have this V-notch to level it. So I don't really worry too much about it. Using the V-notch, 45 degrees. can just scratch the wall. So this is the first piece I'm going to install on this inside corner. So if you can see here, I actually also back butter it with insert. It's always better to back butter, and that's the advantage I have here when I'm using the tape here. I can actually use back butter also of this pencil and stick it to the wall. But before I'm going to install it, I have to remove the tape. Here's the first step I'm removing. You can see it's quite nice to remove it with no problem. And this is the second piece of tape I remove now. Quite tricky, but it will go eventually. So as you can see, what's left is the bed mud in the tin set. So I'm putting this 1/16 as a reference. I'm going to stick it here. As you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, that's the 1/16 reference, which means the space between the mosaic and the pencil. Now I'm going to put it here. Remember, there is a back butter also. I'll just have to press it. Done. Before I'm going to say it's done, I have to go to the second corner, which is here, just to make sure that it's good with me, which is excellent. As you can see, I just need to give it a little bit of, I still need to maintain 1/16 here. That's the way it should be. And here I'm going perfectly here. This is second, as you can see, it's a butter back. Okay, so for back butter, we say it. I'm just going to stick it next to the navel of him while maintaining 1/16. Okay, so we're going to put the next one on. Remember, it's important that you move left to right the pencil, that the tin set will spread evenly on the back of the pencil. This is very important. You really want a very robust job. So after I beat the bed mud, I just using this V-notch again, 45 degrees, and I'm really scratching the wall. Here's another place a little bit. So you can see the yellow roller that I put here as a reference. Just move it here. left is this piece, which I'm going to cut now. From this piece, I'm going to cut it. So this is the piece that I'm going to put there. As you can see, each piece is back bottom. Before I continue, I just want to check if everything is level. If not, I'm going to force it to be level. So here's the last piece that I have to put. And this piece is this piece. I'm just going to measure to see how much I have to cut. And I will cut it and put it there. So I moved to the other corner and I already put the insert here. The only thing I need to do is just to level it. The only part left is this part, and I'm going to cut it to fit it exactly. I put in purpose too much thin set here, so just clean, it's no big deal. So that's it, it's done. That is the way it looks after 24 hours. The only thing that's left now is to remove the spacer. So that's the way it looks after I remove all the spaces here. And what I want to show you, I want to take you closest to this place to see how the work is done. This is another angle to see how this project is look like. And if you look from close, you can see there is really no any dirt or thin set. You can get top of it. You can see it's clear. No, even not need to be clean because we use the blue tape to protect us. Here is another interesting point. If I'm going to take this 90 degrees and put it here, you can see how level this is. So to maintain stuff like that, you really have to make a lot of preparation and to work patiently to achieve this kind of job. The only thing left now is actually to grout this area of the bathroom and to proceed to the shower here on the other side. This is the way I'm verifying the work. I'm actually putting this level between 2 points, and I want to see that this is exactly level. Let me show you. If you're going close to it, you need to find that this is level. And indeed, it is level. And now I'm going for the other side. Look at the level I put between these 2 points. And I have to verify that this is exactly level. So if I'm going closer to the level, I have to find that it is level, and indeed it's level. This is very important to verify if you hire a contractor to do this kind of work, just to make sure that the work is done properly. This is another point that I would like to see if it's verified, and yes, indeed, it is level. This is the other test I will perform with the scribe notch. 90 degrees here. These have to be 90 degrees in the corner. So I want to show you from close proximity how this one is exactly 90 degrees. If you get close to the area where is the corner, I want to show you how the thing look like, which is exactly you can see exactly 90 degrees. That's a very important test. With this test is completed, the only thing left to do is grout, which I'm going to continue, which I'm going to start tomorrow.